2021 Tiguan, P0491 fault code, secondary air chamber clogged solid with carbon. Put dye in the oil, found failed exhaust valve guides causing excessive carbon buildup in the chamber, so we replaced the cylinder head.
T25. Removing the air box.
Okay.
For the manifold.
Now we're going to start to get the intake manifold off first. Lay it back.
T30 charge pipe. Removing the oil filter.
13
for a bracket. And what's that bracket holding?
This is the intake manifold support bracket. Okay.
13. It's hard to see the bracket. See it in a little bit. It's right under there though.
7 millimeter.
7 mil for the charge pipe. Right there.
T30 for fuel line support. Oh, missing. Alright, someone thought we didn't need that at some point. That's great.
What was it?
The fuel line support bracket is missing on this car. That's good.
So someone's already been in here.
Yeah, someone's definitely been in here.
Which is never a good sign.
Okay, injector harnesses. Yeah. Pull it in.
What harnesses you're disconnecting?
Injector harness, knock sensor.
Taking a pick, loosening up that charge pipe. You just slide it around the pipe. Pulling the oil filter, just letting it drain once you crack the vent on it. Pulling the T30s out of the manifold. The magnet's always nice. Okay.
Loosen up the jounce bumper here.
T30 for a bracket. Did you miss that one?
No, this is how you get it. You can get it before you move the manifold, but it's going to be way tighter.
I gotcha.
Okay, slide the intake out. Start working our way across the top now. Good. All right.
T30, what are you taking?
Just for that engine support bracket. T30 for the N80 valve support. T30 for this cross coolant pipe. T30. See all these T30s for the breather.
Pretty much every T30 up there?
Oh yeah, let's get them all. Alright, let's get the 10s off for the coil.
Coil packs, taking are those grounds?
Yeah.
10 mil.
Okay. This little pressure sensor here. So unclipping these.
What are you taking?
The cam magnet plugs have come out. Okay, cam sensor. Cutoff valve. Okay, get all this stuff disconnected here. Oil pressure switches. Oil regulating valve. So we're getting these guys disconnected. Pull back all the locks first.
Pulling back on the locks. And what are these?
These are the cam shift solenoids.
Very delicate, fragile.
Well, I wouldn't say fragile, but you definitely want to be careful.
What time's your charter?
3:30 I gotta be there.
What are you using to get in it? Just a steeper.
It's a sharper hook pick. These are just tough. They don't make these easy. You pull this lock back, and then you push down here. But a lot of these connectors with this lock, even they don't want to go, so you still need to give them a little bit of a pick.
You're just using more of an angle hook just to get on the...
Yeah, this is probably one of the more difficult connectors I've encountered. Okay, got everything loose there. High pressure fuel pump. Okay.
Is this a common issue for this year, or
It's becoming more common, yes.
more popular? What's back there?
This is the N80 valve hose. Gotta get that out of there. So we got one more of these. Let's get the coils out of here.
Pulling the coils. Keep them in the order that you pull them. Is the cylinder 1 to the left?
Yep, just line them up.
Keep them in order. Usually lay them up here. Viking's very concerned about the water.
Of course he is. Anything to deflect. Alright, get all that stuff out of the way here. Alright, C30 right here. T25s.
Cam shifter T25.
You want to keep these in order. If you're going to be reusing the same cam, you want to keep these in order because these little tips are worn to the cam.
Gotcha. So if you're going to keep the same cam, keep those in order. I didn't realize they touch.
Yeah, they actually shift the cam. They move it to a different profile. What do we got? Okay. So we got those all lined up, out of the way. Unplug this intake cam sensor.
Unplug the intake sensor.
There, okay. Get out of here.
What's back there?
I think there's a T30 right here. Maybe not. Oh, right here, sorry. T30 right here. It's going to loosen this pipe up. You're going to turn it just to the back of the car. here.
What hose?
This little breather pipe. Get our inlet out of here. O2 sensor, get that unplugged. Little T30 for the coolant line here. Get that out of there. Alright, now we got some 5 Allens for the shroud.
What are you working?
5 Allen for this little shroud right here. Another 5 Allen inside here.
Holding the shield on?
Yeah, it's holding the heat shield on.
Gotcha.
Now we got to get that from the bottom.
10 mils.
Alright, now we got our shroud out.
Don't forget the screw that we just dropped. What size?
6 Allen.
6 Allen. Turbo clamp?
Yup. Alright, we're pretty good up here for right now. Let's get the oil and coolant drained.
Taking the passenger fender well out, T25s. We get one up top. They like to hide on you.
To our crank pulley so we can line up the timing here.
Pulling the serpentine belt off. If you're saving it, remember the direction that it comes off. Hang it up in their order like this. So it's the same direction as the car. Taking this shield off.
I'm not entirely sure what this shield's all about, but I really don't like these plastic clips. It's hard to keep track of these little pins.
What do the pins look like?
They're just little pins, but sometimes you have to push really hard and they'll shoot. And then you gotta go find them.
Pins. Plastic, rubber?
Plastic.
Yeah. What is that, 13?
13, loosen this.
more 13s.
Drain plug back in, pretty much got as much oil out as it's going to be coming out of there. Alright, now for the coolant.
Coolant drain out. A couple of the lower hoses.
What's wrong with their car?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. Disconnect the O2 sensor.
Turbo clamp.
Got 212s here.
212.
Yep, for the turbo.
What is that, bolt to the head?
Yeah.
Big copper.
Oh yeah.
How many? 4 of those?
4 of these.
Telling you the right tool for the right job. Angled ratchet wrench, right? No?
Yeah, flip flop head, yeah, makes it a little easier, definitely.
With the that's what we took out. That guy. We're doing 4 of those.
Hey Viking, once Big Red gets on, GRP the CC real quick. Intercooler pipe, we're gonna get this guy out of the way. And right here.
What's the 7.2? Pipe?
Yep, turbo pressure pipe.
Turbo pressure pipe.
The old pressure pipe.
7 mil in the back for the clamp.
Pop these little springs out.
What do those springs do?
These are what actually put the spark to the coil.
Gotcha. Those springs look like that. They go down below the coil pack. Make sure you pull them out. What does that do? Just pops them up.
Get the boots out. Yeah, we got stuck boots. A little bit of compressed air.
So a little compressed air pushes the boot out.
Yep. Nice.
Try to keep them in order. Pull the spark plug out, 5/8. Keep the plugs in order. What is this?
Cat?
The cat? What are you pulling, the bracket?
Yeah, just take this bracket just so we can get some access.
It's hard for me to see. Oh, there we go. And what is that, a 13?
13 here.
Turbo brackets.
12.
12 what, to the
turbo.
turbo nuts? copper nuts that connect the turbo to the head. We did the 2 uppers and now we're doing the 2 lowers. Right there, that's where they were. 7 mil for the charge pipe.
We get this intercooler hose out of here. A couple of hoses clipped into it. Cylinders named 2 and 4. All right. Alright, this guy's loosened up.
So we're cranking around to put it in time.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in time. See this little notch right here?
Yeah, there's a notch.
We're gonna line it up with this triangle right there. And so we know right now, minimum, we're in top dead center on the bottom. We may not be in top dead center on the
A little notch right there with the triangle in the back.
Get this 12 while we're down here, triple 12.
The
For the engine mount bracket.
Yep.
Drive it. What?
Still trying to pull that pipe out.
We're just gonna feed it down.
Yep, I'll get it in a second.
Take this battery out real quick. The fucking soft.
10 mil for the battery.
Lock out of here.
10 mil for the battery tray.
Nope.
Oh no.
T30's on.
T30's on this one. Usually 10s, but T30s today.
See if that helps us at all.
Trying to push out the bottom. Alright, well that was successful.
Get that out of the way. Alright, let's get over here. Oh my. Alright. Okay, we got this guy out of the way. Cylinder head temperature sensor. Disconnected. Looking pretty good. Pretty good here. Let's get this guy out of the way.
Screwdriver, some pop tabs. Removing the reservoir.
Giving ourselves a bit of room here. Okay. Disconnect here, we'll get this out of the way.
Disconnect. Drain some more coolant out of here. Remove the reservoir on those lines. $13. Two 16s.
16. Let's see.
to loosen up the turbo. Turbo's loose.
All right, before I lift the motor, I want to make sure the turbo is loose. I still left most of my lines intact on there. I'm just trying to save myself a bit of time and aggravation. We'll see if it works.
Putting the jack under the oil pan with a rubber block. Be careful. We're just going to jack the engine up a little bit so we can pull the motor mount out. We just jack up from the oil pan. 2/18.
Okay, get a couple of 12s holding this engine mount bracket on.
A couple more triple square 12. Motor mount bracket. You can jack the engine up a little bit. Still pulling those triple square 12s.
Of course. Side now.
Bracket is going. Timing cover?
Yeah, we're gonna get this upper cover off.
Is that a factory zip tie?
That's a factory zip tie. Is what it's come down to right here. Pull that out.
Remove the dipstick. Trying to remove the upper timing cover.
There are magnets out of here.
Pull the cam magnet out.
So I'll make sure these go back where they started. Forgot one there.
Also T30s.
Okay. There's way too many special tools for these. It's ridiculous.
Spool valve or
Spool valve, yep.
reverse thread too, right?
Yes. Same thing, you want to keep these in their respective
Order.
spot.
The one in the back, but the one in the front, in the front. You have a part number for that or no?
I'd give it, but there's like so many.
There's so many.
It's ridiculous.
Go on the bridge. Make sure you pick up all your screws.
Oh, there's a bridge here. Gonna go around one more time on this thing.
So we're going around one more time on the crank. Going around one more to line up down there. And I think he wants to line us up better up here.
Yeah, we're nice up here now. Okay, let's get our chain cleaned up here.
How can you tell when it was lined up top?
You got the doubles.
Gotcha.
Chain on there, nice.
Double marks. How do you know when it's lined up here though? Like the marks, the double marks are...
If you take these off, there's little arrows.
Okay.
I just know we're close. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
So I'm going to mark the chain. So
Gotcha.
It doesn't really matter.
You just want both of those double marks. As you can see right there, you want them to both be up top and your mark down below will be the same. Maybe we can move that hose.
Okay, we're not going to reuse these, but I'm going to save them so I remember.
T30s.
Oh.
High pressure 17 on the...
17.
Upper and lower 17.
This thing's corroded as shit. Okay, get that in there. 2 T30s.
2 T30s.
Let's put this guy out of the way over here. Got our vacuum pump. I never take this off until I have the whatever timing I'm going to use on the motor.
Yep.
That way it goes back on easy when I want it to.
Sit that down there. The gasket, just in case.
Coolant flange.
Coolant flange. T30?
2 T30s.
Two of those.
Carefully with this.
Yeah, it looks fragile. T30 for the little guard.
Now you can see your marks a little better, these two little teeth. See a little triangle to the outside.
Yep.
A little triangle, barely a little bit of it right to there. Gonna pop this and spell off.
There's a little inspection cover right there, a little plastic cap. You pop that off. And the special tool.
This is to detension the chain tensioner. So when you slide it in, you gotta get way in here. Come from this side and get the light down in this side. When you slide it in, you want to make sure you are. Can you get more in the hole?
Kind of.
And make sure you're on the inside of that little metal flap in the timing cover down there. tighten them down.
And then here comes the trick. We're gonna lift the motor up.
Car up, brother.
Yep.
Until you can see the inspection hole. So we'll come up a little. What's that? See the inspection hole right here?
Yep.
See this little spring clip right here?
I will in a second.
Do you see the spring clip right here?
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah.
Can you see it or not? Pinch that spring clip with a pair of pliers. Pinch it closed, make sure it's sliding free. Light.
What?
All right, slide the lock in. Take the tool out. Tensioned.
Chain is detensioned, okay.
Yep, and the tensioner is locked, so nothing's gonna happen to that.
When we open it up, I'm just gonna have you show me more of it.
Triple 10. That's a deep one. Okay. Just get that guy kind of out of the way for now. Outside in. These dry, we put fuel additive in it, it's misfiring. Seems like an injector or carbon. See if he's done either ever.
Injector or carbon?
Carbon, yeah.
You want me to put them in a loader?
You can if you want. We put a double additive in it.
Are we going to ship it or
I don't know, that's why I want to see how it does on this test drive right
just
now.
let me know when he's
Yeah, alright, he's coming back shortly. So let me know if he's ever done injector or a decarb. Last bolt, keep your hand on it. Am I missing a bolt here? No. Oh yeah, it's tight. Okay. Alright.
Dry, nice and easy. Alrighty, get the upper head.
Gasket out of here.
Pulling the gasket.
Same thing, be careful of your tensioners there. Okay, pretty good here.
What are you looking at on here?
Just looking at our ports. Pretty seriously clogged on our EGR ports here.
Yep.
That's what's giving us our issue. You can see here where it's pretty empty in this channel. We mechanically cleaned it out with a brush. Worked for a little while, but due to the bad valve guides letting oil in, it's carboning back up again. So we're going to replace this cylinder head and get going.
What are you doing here?
Just brake cleaning out all the head bolt holes.
Blowing out the bolt holes. Already we're polished up, cleaned up nice, scraped. Installing the gasket.
I better get that zip tie up out of the way, get that handled. Okay, gasket's only going to go on one way, so hard to fuck that up. But I'm sure someone could.
This guy's just joyriding everywhere.
It's scanning over here. Got the chain.
T10 back in, or
Triple 10,
triple square 10. Snug and a little twist. Some assembly lube.
So we're not having a dry start on this thing.
Already installing the cams. Remember the order that you took them off.
It would be pretty difficult to fuck this up.
Oh, 'cause that rear cam has that block on the back.
Yeah.
Any particular tricks in tightening them down?
No, just go slow. Just get them kind of close to snug, because we gotta still torque them.
What's the torque spec?
8 Newton meters.
8 newtons plus a 90.
Alright.
Just go from the middle, work your way out. plus the 90.
Shit.
And that was 8 newtons plus a 90.
And
What are these called?
the camshaft actuators.
Remember you had these put in order, so put them back in the same way.
Got some T25s.
T25s.
Hey, I need a look. Snug them in.
T30s.
Plus a 90.
8 newtons plus a 90. Four of those. And then don't forget your 90.
Let's get our bridge on here.
Put in the bridge. Hold on with some T30s.
To see if you have steel bolts or aluminum bolts. It's going to make a difference in the torque. These are aluminum. These are steel bolts, rather. Sorry.
Their aluminum would be less torque.
Yeah, oh yeah, way less.
Meters. 8 newtons.
Lock here. Oh. All right, chain free tension.
Just pulled that lock in there. That adds the tension to the chain.
Alright, spool valves, reverse thread. Snug them down first.
How can you determine what tool you need for that?
Go if they find one that fits. It's completely unnecessary the way we do it. 35 Newton meters.
$35 newtons.
Fresh zip tie here. I don't know how that first zip was.
Previous owner. Or previous mechanic.
No, this is factory. I don't know how they had it though. Oh, if there's miss that light, I need to go.
We got 3 triple square 12s, engine mount bracket.
Okay. Tighten down.
Snug them down. Installing the motor mount. 113, 216s, and 218s. 216s. Make sure you're centered in your holes. Try to put it exactly where it was before. out.
Okay, we're looking pretty good there. Alright, let's start
Some silicone spray. What was that you plugged in?
side coolant flange.
Side coolant flange.
Double
Two
T30s there.
T30s. Is that, what hose is that?
Just another cylinder head coolant flange. Another T30. Okay. Get this stuff plugged back in.
What are you doing in the back?
Locking in the wastegate actuator. Get that guy all plugged in.
Installing the coolant reservoir. Snaps into place.
Alright. We'll leave this loose for the time being.
Plugging these in.
Secondary air pressure sensor. Put your cam sensor up here. Clip right there.
What is that?
It's your crankcase breather. Probably put that in right now.
Put that line on right there.
Secure this coolant hose. All these screws are self-threading in new heads. Cam sensor there.
Cam sensor.
Bolt down the N80.
trick. Just be careful with those, plugging them in.
You gotta be careful, make sure they actually get plugged in.
Circling lock.
Lock, 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 locked. And locked. Okay. Giving up stuff with for free, excuse me. We're looking good there, we're looking good there. We'll pop the manifold back in real quick.
Silicone spray, charge pipe.
Pop back on here. Fresh gasket.
Any tips or tricks with this one?
Just twist it in usually. If you timed it and you took it off after you timed it, then it's going to go right on. If you jumped the gun and took it off early, then you're going to have to index it and get it to actually go in there.
Got it.
So you're just at a matter of like doing it in the sequence. Closer you stay to the sequence that I laid out,
The easier it will be.
there's
You said 8?
8.
What size?
T30 or a 10 millimeter, up to you. Dealer's choice, dealer's choice. Okay. Lifter is in for the high pressure pump.
$17 for the high pressure fuel line.
Snug her down nice.
Get a snug.
Okay, now let's get the intake manifold in. Okay, just make sure you got your harnesses, nothing's unplugged. You got this guy for the sensor. So we'll be good there.
This little bracket. 2 T30s. Coarse thread screws.
Okay. 1010 right here. Okay. Our catalytic converter support installed.
Make it quieter?
The cat?
Yeah.
Good pro. They have a quiet kit.
All ready.
Carefully get this guy up in there. Okay. These 213s just started in there. Get this guy kind of started. We're going to leave these loose until we actually tighten the clamp on the top.
Yep.
Okay.
What size?
13s for this bracket here. Get that oil sensor plugged back in.
Put that oil sensor back in right here.
All right, let's get this guy up in there. Pretty close there. Come back and tighten that up in a second. Other little. If I didn't start at 10,
Yeah.
that was a mistake.
He was ready to roll at 8.
Like if I just, the problem is they didn't have any tickets going by 8, so it's like I gotta get these knuckleheads going first. Seven right here. Okay. So two.
Birthday parties every weekend. Birthday. I'm like, do a birthday during the week. How many newtons on the plugs?
25 Newton meters.
25 newtons. One at a birthday party from like 7 to 9 on Friday and be done with it.
That's like exciting for some people. That's all they got going
What,
on.
a 3-year-old?
Yeah, some of these fucking
that's
people.
the only other human interaction they
Some
have.
of these people, that's it. That's what they got. They're waiting.
That's true.
This is what they look forward to once or twice a year.
Or what are we doing
Yeah,
here?
the Brazilians come tomorrow in the house early in the morning is to help us decorate the shack. So the girls decorating.
Yeah.
Yeah, genial.
It's lifestyle, man. Come on. Get ready for the quinceañeras, man. Yeah.
Tell me what you're doing.
I'm trying not to do that, but I don't know the same way, but it ain't coming out of my mouth.
Coils. How does that not hit the floor? That's
10 mil for the coils.
I'm always rushing anyway, so.
I'm like, it's not going anywhere. It'll be here tomorrow.
That's the problem. This kind of stuff you want to finish it one crack.
I get it. Putting the grounds on. 10 mil for those also.
Drop it. I see. So, when I get down there.
Snug those down.
Cam seal.
Cam seal.
Cut off valve.
Cut off valves.
Let's get the O2 sensors in their harnesses and their routing areas here.
Turbo clamp.
Oh, turbo clamp, 6 Allen here.
Is it 7 Allen?
6 Allen.
6 Allen.
Not tight yet because we got to get in while the clamp is still loose up top.
213s for the cat. The other side.
Gonna have
Like copper or steel?
to steel.
Doing this one by hand.
Yeah. Let's get the battery tray back in.
Battery tray going in.
T30s on this car.
Installing the battery.
Mark, we got the return of boot job.
Oh boy.
Called in, yeah.
I actually remember that one.
Yeah.
I need it done today.
So don't threaten me to go back to Europe.
Installing the airbox.
We don't have time for that shit. Man, we probably have a battery for it. Just that.
Which way?
We probably gonna...
One horse we keep in stock.
Look over, make sure we're not missing anything here. Just check our clamps, check our fittings, connections, plugs. Six two 020. Vacuum on here, holding. Still alright. For tomorrow morning, yeah. He's probably gonna hold the mail until he finds out if he gets his job or not.
Alrighty. She starts. Recap.
2021 Tiguan, P0491 fault code, secondary air chamber clogged solid with carbon. Put dye in the oil, found failed exhaust valve guides causing excessive carbon buildup in the chamber, so we replaced the cylinder head.
Alrighty, see you in the next.